Hey guys, welcome to episode 62 of Latin Vegan or Latino Vegano. And I'm your host, lifestyle coach, personal development and fitness trainer, Roger. I have been a vegan for 19 years now, and bringing awareness about living a vegan lifestyle is my passion. This week, I want to talk to you guys about motivation, how that impacted my life and my vegan journey. So let's get it.
latinoyvegano.com.
So a few days ago, I was having a conversation with my girlfriend about how I'm motivated to do great things in life. But the reality is that it all starts with a dream. It's all starts in your mind. I'm going to share a few of my stories where I was motivated to do great things, and I did it. One thing that my mentor tells me all the time is that everything happens by law. Most people know about the law of attraction, but the primary law is the law of vibration. Everything that you see around you vibrates and moves. So whatever you always imagine or you think about is either a positive or negative thinking, it will eventually manifest if you actually believe in it. I started learning about this late in life, but I'm grateful and happy that I can now use this platform to talk to you guys about this and many more things. Before I explain how all this ties up, let me read you a definition of motivation. Motivation is a driven or driving factor for actions, willingness, and goals. These needs, wants, or desires may be acquired through influence or culture, society, lifestyle, or may be generally initiated. An individual's motivation may be inspired by outside forces or by themselves. You think about that definition of motivation, how does that apply to your life? Think about that for a second. I remember when I first went vegan, everyone was saying that I was going to die in a few years, or that I wasn't getting the proper nutrition, or that I wasn't manly enough. So my motivation to go vegan was not all this negative comments that I was hearing from people. It was more what impact I was going to create on this world by my actions. And that to me plays a bigger role. The benefit and good I was bringing to this world by not consuming animal products. Then from that point on, I decided to carry that motivation and bring more awareness to people around me, especially starting with people around me and going from there. Similar journey was when I started training. I took bodybuilding as my sport after several injuries that affected my basketball career. I recall going one day to a gym when I was just starting, and I showed this trainer a picture of a bodybuilder, and I told him that I wanted to look better than this guy. He pointed out the picture, and he said, well, you could accomplish that by several training, by discipline, but it's important that you have the proper diet. So then I proceeded to tell him that I was vegan, and at that point, he almost lost it. He was like, oh, no, there's no way you're going to do that with being a vegan. I actually talk about this story in some of my previous episodes. And he literally said, well, there's no way you can be able to accomplish building muscle on a vegan diet. And that was it. For me, that was enough. I stood up, got up, and I just left that place. And I was like, I'm never coming back to this place. At least train with this guy. I might go to the gym, but not train with this guy, because instead of him saying to me, I don't know how I can get you there. He was saying you cannot get there because he was completely out, had no ideas, had no knowledge about it. And I can understand to some extent, because at that point, veganism was not very mainstream, and there was not a lot of social media influence coming out. But there was information out there, so that's when I was able to find Robert Cheek. Shout out to Robert, and he has a bodybuilding website and book out, and that's kind of like how I got inspired and started training and started like doing this as a more serious base. So I want to give a shout out there to Bob. But yeah, so I was motivated to go forward with this thing because I felt like you should not tell me I cannot do it. You should just basically tell me, oh, I don't know how to do it. So I was motivated to prove him wrong, to prove myself capable of doing things. It was another challenge that I put into myself, and I was gonna crack it. Could have taken me several years, but I was gonna figure it out, and I just not gonna give up. So that was motivated to do that part of it. Motivation start with a goal, something you want so bad that you are willing to work hard and smart for it. But it will also add that you have to be patient and passionate about it. So much that it doesn't even bother you the amount of time and effort that you're putting into it. Let me use my fitness as an example. I train clients in person and online. Same thing with my clients that are transitioning into a more plant-based or a vegan lifestyle. Along with helping vegan businesses get more clients and more sales using social media as a tool. And all these things are my passion, the true passion. No matter what I'm doing, I always are motivated to help vegans, help businesses, and some help non-vegans as well, help people as well when it comes to that. So I'm motivated to do that because I feel like that's my mission. That's my goal. So that's a really high, strong motivation. You might not have a motivation that big, but the point is that for me, even if just doing it with my eyes closed, or if just waking one day, I had to wake up extremely early just to be able to accomplish that goal, I don't really have a problem. I love doing it, so I just go and do it. Training for me is not like a chore, like, oh my God, I had to go train or I had to go those days. For me, it's like, man, I can't wait to go put my workout on or whatever that is. You can be doing any kind of physical sport, but for me, it's going to the gym and bodybuilding, and I loved it, that aspect. So to me, it's like, how can I even improve my training? It's always thinking about how can I make it better. So I'm motivated daily to do that. And the bigger goal is that I know that my motivation started because I wanted to show people that vegans can develop and can look a different way. Kind of like take away from that stigma. And at the same time, I'm doing it by not hurting animals. So it's like it's a double win. There's no animal being killed in the making of this body, like they say. So we emphasize on that aspect because that was the bigger picture. That's what everything started. I always tell people that I was vegan first before I went training. So for me, it was not a transformation where, oh, I went vegan so I can have a better health. For me, it was always the bigger picture was, how can I not be part of this industry or exploitation of animal? So that's the reason why I went vegan. So then during that transition, during that period of time, I started finding all the benefits like health benefit and decided to get into training because sports always been a passion to me. So for me, since sports has always been a passion, it was easier to, okay, what's the next sport that I'm going to be taking on? And I decided to take this sport. And it was a lot easier for me. So I was motivated by those things. So that's how I play. Motivation plays a big role in all this stuff, in everything that you do in life. I don't think you can teach motivation. So let me talk about how can you set goals and be motivated. Because some of y'all would say, well, no, I'm just not motivated enough. I don't have it in me. But I really don't think you can teach motivation. That's something that you can actually develop or get better at or discover it, I will say. But teach it? No, we can do some techniques or some things that can allow you to find that motivation in you, but that's something that has to come in within. However, awareness and working on self-improvement, confidence, and personal development helps you a lot to build more motivation. Motivation is something that you have, and you find it, basically. You discover it. It drives you and carries you to accomplish so many goals. For someone going to the gym and works out is not a big thing. For others, maybe they're not motivated enough to lift weight. That's fine. That's fine. Find that art. Find that discipline. Find that thing that you like. Maybe you have to go to several activities. You can call it, walking, hiking, jogging, Zumba, martial art. No matter what it is, you have to find that one thing. If we're talking about the fitness aspect or the physical activity aspect, and find that one thing that you find passion for, and then just do it. But you just have to find it. Again, it might not be gym, it might not be working out, it might not be bodybuilding, it might not be bikini, whatever it is. But Find that one. You might be into dancing, and then dancers burns a lot of calories. So the point is that you find that thing that you like doing, and then that is comes easy to you. Like if you do it, you enjoy it so much that you can spend hours and hours doing it, and then you find that motivation just to get better. You find that motivation just to do it. So that's kind of like my advice when it comes to that. So don't try to force an activity that is not in you. You don't hate the gym, then don't go to the gym, but then find something else. It might be skateboarding, it might be riding bikes. I mean, who knows? Find that you are the only person that knows. So try different activities, try different things until you find the one that you find love for, and it just comes automatically for you. So I'll give you a couple of tips. First, what you need to do is, because a lot of people always ask me like, well, do you have any tips so I can be motivated? So I already gave you one, which is find that true thing that you love doing, a different activity. Number two, I will say you have to actually have a vision or dream. Dreaming. What is it? What is it you see yourself doing? What is that thing that you always wanted to do? Write that down. Create a vision board. Or just set a goal. Put it in your phone. If you struggle with setting goals, just start with a small goal so you can feel that accomplishment. And then from that point on, keep improving, keep going up. So the most important part is getting your mind in tune with your goal. Here comes what I was talking about earlier about the laws. Visualize how your outcome will be. And by doing it on a regular basis, you will start seeing how that will start manifesting. Meaning, if you set a goal that you are going to achieve, either a fitness or business or a new job, write it down. Use your cell phone notes. Create a vision board. Copy and paste it. Put it in a note on your fridge. I don't care how you do it. I mean, find a way to have it with you daily and just keep putting that concept into your brain. Idea go on your mind. Eventually, that will turn into a reality. But you have to believe in it. I can vouch for this. I had done that many, many, many times, and it all happens. I recall when I was in high school, I told my friend that I was coming to America, and I attended a school here. I actually wrote it down in my yearbook that I was going to come to the U.S. and come to school here. Well, that manifested many years later. However, not when I wanted it, but later on in life, it happened. I didn't end up moving to the U.S., to America. I went to a college here. Same happened when I told myself that I was going to become a pro bodybuilder, and for competition, it happened. Now, my next goal is to win first place as a pro bodybuilder, and it will happen. I'm all about aiming high. Go for the big goals. I highly recommend this book called The Big Leap by Gay Hendrick. Yes, I know I mentioned that you can start small and then start moving your way up. But if you ask me, I'd rather you start big, because there should be no limit to your goals. But the bigger picture should always be your bigger goal and aiming for that goal. You just get to take actions. Small one is a way to start. I'd rather you work 2 days of the week than none, right? Go to the gym twice a week instead of going none. But once you get comfortable with the process, you have to start going big. My mentor Bob Proctor said, if your goals doesn't scare you, then they aren't big enough goals. And I agree with this. You have to put yourself in a challenging situation at times. But the key is to control your emotions and focus on turning them around and making them a reality. When you visualize a goal, you don't know when it will manifest. However, you have to be ready for when it happens. As long as you are doing everything on your end to make things happen, it will happen. Set up yourself a goal and start aiming for your goal. Visualize it and start doing it. So I'll give you an example. Let's say your goal, I'm gonna use fitness again. Or no, let's talk about transitioning to vegan. Okay, so let's say you've been thinking about being vegan. Okay, you visualize being vegan, eating plant-based, changing your meals, but you're scared. You're scared. You don't know where to start. You concerned that family is gonna be on you because of the changes, and they're gonna be asking you why you eating this, and they have all this. Suddenly, they have all this knowledge of nutrition, and they're gonna start questioning and all these things. So you scared, and you don't know where to do, what to do. Okay, but you have that concept in your mind that you want to take that step of going vegan, or at least start eating plant-based. So again, one of the things you can do, and I actually have a program that guide you to this process, right? That help you in a process of 90 days. How can you go from, your conventional, regular, non-vegan, non-plant-based diet to a healthy plant-based diet? How you make that transition, and it's explained to you step by step. So I'm gonna actually take some of the elements from that course. So one of the things that I'm thinking is that, so what you can do is you start by, first of all, you already had the vision, you had the proper mindset. Now, one of the things you can do is you start thinking about, okay, what is it that I can replace or substitute out of my plate? And you can start slow, like some people do. They start Meatless Monday, they called it, or they go 2 days to the week without having meat or without having any animal product. But the key here is that you started making that adjustment. It's gradually start improving. So if you start with 1 day of the week, then we go to 2 days of the week, then we go 3 days on the week, and so on and so forth. Then we say only on the weekends, and then you start making that change until you completely wipe it out. The problem is that most people stay there. Or some people say, well, I'm gonna go vegetarian first, and then from vegetarian go vegan. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Is you do that jump from vegetarian then to vegans. I mean, it's gonna be great, but some people just stay there and they never move to the next stage. So basically what I'm saying, if you want to put it that way, that you have to make those just gradually improvement, not just stay in one because you're comfortable. So you have to get away from that comfort level and make it difficult to make that step. And it might take you a little longer, but you might have to take that step. And the better you get as far as knowledge, education, cooking, you surround yourself with the right people, all the small things definitely going to help you to make that step. Because what happens is when you start surrounding yourself with people that have similar view, now you don't feel an odd person. You don't feed yourself that you are not doing the right thing, or you are wrong person, or you just completely crazy. So now you got people that see and do the same things you do. So you like, okay, you feel more part of our community. At the same time, when you start making your own meals, you start learning to cook or prepare food. Now you have more confidence. Like, okay, well, at least I'm not gonna be here starving. And then now you can make your own meal. When you start finding places that you can eat, same way, options and stuff like that. So the more educated you are with the topic, the benefits and what you're bringing and all those things is gonna give you more confidence, and that confidence is gonna keep you moving forward. So keep educating, keep learning, keep doing all the small things. So I'll use that as an example. My last one is, out of these 4 tips that I provide you guys, is I suggest to you guys to meditate. A lot of you guys will say, well, I don't meditate, I pray. Praying and meditation is not the same thing. So if you are a little more spiritual, I highly suggest meditation. But I really suggest meditation to anyone, regardless if you are spiritual or not. It really is gonna change the way your life is. And one of the things about meditation is you can use a simple non-guided meditation. There's a lot of techniques out there. You can do your own research on this. Find the one that you relate the most. My meditation is I take about 5 to 10 minutes every morning, and now I'm trying to increase that to day and night. And before I start my day, and I take about 5 to 10 minutes, and I breathe in and breathe out. I use that method of meditation. It's the one that I like. It's the one that I'm being useful and being successful with. Who knows, I might explore another method, but that's the one I use. So I breathe in and then breathe out. That's all I do. But when I breathe out, it's a strong out. So sometimes I do a steady one. So I meditate and I do my affirmations. This is when I say I'm so happy and grateful because today I was able to accomplish this. Or today I'm happy and grateful because I am a fitness coach and I'm a lifestyle coach, and I help people transition, and I help people lose weight and gain muscle all on a plant-based diet. So I do my affirmations all the day. So you find your affirmation, you find those goals, and then write those goals down. And then when you do your meditation, talk about those goals. So this is my my technique. So guys, I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I know I throw a lot of stuff at you out there right now. It's really good stuff. If you guys think this is useful, let me know. I hope I brought a lot of value in this episode, and you guys can benefit out of this and get some motivation to do whatever it is that you want to do. I'm talking about fitness in this episode, literally, or because of my example, but it doesn't apply to anything. Again, I said new job, new business venture, open your creativity, travel the world, whatever it is that you want to do. You just have that motivation and bring that motivation out. So I just wanted to let you guys with that little message for the day. I'm feeling very grateful. A lot of great things is happening, and I can't even be more happy and grateful for it. And I know this is just the beginning, and I want to share that guys with you. What is it that I'm doing that's allowing me to feel and have all these coming through me? And I'm not even talking about material things, because I don't really see material things that way. Maybe that's another episode. I don't really see material things like people sometimes think. Greedy people see them. In my opinion, it's completely different. But I'm really thankful for you guys and for the opportunity that you guys give me to have this platform. I give you guys 4 of my strategies that I use to stay motivated and reach my goals. First, start with a dream. First, start with visualization. I use the power of visualization. Then I take actions. For me, are usually big actions. What if you're not comfortable with big action or taking big step? You can go small. Then also talk about setting the right mind with meditation with my last one. If you need any guidance on how to apply the laws or tips on visualization or how you set your goals and accomplishments, let me know. You can reach out to me via social media or my email roger@veganroger.com, and I'll be glad to help you with anything. If you're looking to reach out any of your fitness goal on a plant-based diet, let's talk about it. I want to help you. Thank you so much for listening every week and for the support you guys give us and give me, especially. And don't forget to subscribe and give your podcast a 5-star review, guys. So see you guys next one. All right, bye, guys.
Gracias por escuchar Latino y Vegano, un show donde se habla todo lo relacionado sobre el veganismo entre la comunidad latina. No olviden suscribirse a este podcast, seguirnos en Instagram, Facebook, YouTube y a visitarnos en latinoyvegano.com.